Because
we're not going to have the same mishap as last week when you accidentally turn it off.
We are podcasting professionals.
We definitely know what we're doing.
You can tell by the setup that we have.
We sound good. We don't look good.
We look fine.
You look great.
You look even better.
No, you look even better.
I don't know how you're going to come in here looking like that and expecting me to focus properly. I don't know where you get off doing that.
Where do you get off? Welcome to this week's episode. It's number 19.
Episode 19.
It's your boys,
Your
Jim.
midweek sad boy update.
Wow.
I
How many times did you practice
all
that?
day for that. All in the car. I'm just driving along the highway. Midweek sad boy update.
Midweek sad boy update. How now, brown cow?
I did it.
I'm Jim. That's Jason.
Yeah.
We are the Sad Boys, and we talk about random things. And thanks for joining us. If you listened last week, hopefully you didn't have to fight anybody with your dick out.
Yeah. Hopefully not. But if you do have to, hopefully you learned something from that.
Yeah, I think I gave you some moves on how to fight bad guys
Kung
with your
fu,
dick.
out, and then mushroom stamp win
Right in the
match. Protecting your family.
Yep. Hey, you got to do what you got to do in the name of
Your family.
homeland victory. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Defend the right to bear arm.
Defending the homeland.
Something the Constitution. I think 2B? Yeah? It's 2A. Good callback,
2B
though.
with bacon. Love that.
What do we have on the agenda tonight?
Well, first, I was debating if I was going to show this part or not.
Oh, boy.
I added to the toenail jar.
I saw it. I'm
Did
going to
you?
be honest. Good Lord, my dude. That thing is enormous.
You know what? I waited until this week to cut it. But
That is a towelin.
I mean, you can't really see. You probably can see it in there. I mean...
The more I see in there, the more I think it's a revolting idea to continue to jokingly offer to sell that. It was funny with one, and now I see them, I'm like, nah, that ain't the move. I still think we should do the feet pics, but not the toenails. That's just awkwardly too much.
We're just going to sell it as is.
Okay, if anyone wants to buy it, you hit up Jason. All proceeds to him. I'll buy the car horn somehow.
They'll be on Facebook Marketplace.
I'll buy the car horns myself.
Yeah, public pickup only. You're not coming to my house with that. If you're willing to buy toenails off of Facebook Marketplace, I don't want you near my house. So.
Very fair. Yeah, I don't know if I want to associate with the type of people that are willing to purchase toenails off the Facebook Marketplace.
Right. I figured, I had
That's
to.
how you get abducted.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, I just kicked the camera.
Then you have to fight them with your dick.
With your dick out.
When they break into your house later.
Full circle.
But I figured I had to at least contribute once just to
for the meme.
Just to match you as far as how far you were willing to go for the joke.
78%.
I had to match you.
Yes.
Yep. Just
got to cross that line.
If we want to stop it now, at least we went the extra mile to show our dedication to our craft.
The extra toenail. That didn't work. It didn't work.
B minus.
Yeah, that one wasn't a very good one. All right, so for real, what do we have on the agenda today?
So I had one that I was thinking about today, and I wanted to bring it up. So
yeah,
subscription services.
Hate it. Right off the rip, I hate it.
So when you think of subscription services, what are the first ones that come to mind?
I mean, for sure, it's going to be your streaming services like your Netflix and your Hulu and your Disney Prime.
Paramount Plus.
Yeah. Well, those are one of the more recent ones. Like, they don't come to mind first, but yes.
But yeah, okay. But what about like food subscription, meal subscription?
Tried it.
Yeah, which one did you try?
I want to say
did a food one, right?
Yeah, we did a food one. I want to say it was Freshly. Does that sound right?
Okay.
Megan would know the answer.
That's one of them.
We tried one of them, and like it was cool at first because it was like, ooh, we've got dinner for 3 nights coming on Tuesday, and then it was like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday's dinners. We didn't have to think about it. And the price was questionably reasonable. Mm-hmm. It was like slightly more than it would cost for us to go to the grocery store, but less than the cost of us to go out. So it kind of felt like, it was like, yeah, this is fun and exciting. And then like the second week, the box showed up and like the cheese was moldy. Oh. So we had to like call them and they sent us another one for free. and it was cool. And then like the next week, something else showed up moldy, and we called them, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll send it." And then it like took long to get there, and then it just became more of a hassle than like a benefit.
You're having to
do.
call every week because
Yeah, it was like,
something
what?
isn't good.
Like, at this point, I'm just gonna start going to the grocery store and replacing the thing that you messed up
yeah.
on my own dollar after I've already paid for it. So we just ended up getting rid of it because it, like I said, just kind of became more of a meh than a yeah.
Because I know, like, I don't know how long ago that was, but I know price-wise now, like, I've even seen certain places, like, it's almost the same price to go out to eat, like to go to, like, Chipotle or something, as it is to buy all the pieces and parts to make a meal at home. It's like, just that much more to just go to Chipotle.
Yeah, and you don't have to do any of the work. You know it's going to be decent or good.
Yep.
And then there's no cleanup afterwards.
Correct.
The downside is obviously you have to drive there. So like,
right.
I mean, we kind of live minimum 30 minutes from everything.
Yeah, it's
if
like
you want
what,
anything,
20. It's like 22 minutes, I think, to get to Chipotle.
Yeah,
which is ridiculous.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it's kind of out of the way, but
gotta
like,
want it.
It's close enough that you can get it, like on a whim. Like, hey, you want to go to Chipotle? All right, but like, it's like, do I really want to drive out there right now?
That's why I'm happy that they built that Sheetz like halfway, so it's like 12 minutes.
Still not halfway for me.
Not for you,
yeah.
but for me, it's like 12 minutes to Sheetz, or do I want to go another 8 minutes to go to Chipotle?
Yeah, because do you go to the other one or do you go to the main one?
I go to the one in Rayford.
Sorry, the one on okay.
Yeah.
One of Megan's hairs is attached to me somewhere, and it's bothering me.
It's like,
well, I mean, okay, so real quick, not to get off topic, but like, I know you find Taylor's hair all over you.
Oh, sure.
In like the weirdest places.
Sure.
They're pulling out of your butt.
no,
Liar. Like it's never like gotten in your underwear,
like
in the washing machine.
Probably.
And you're like, oh man, like my butt's itchy, and you like reach back and you pull out. It's just a hair, and you're like, that ain't mine. Clearly, it's not mine. Sorry, I wanted to tell that joke for a really long time. One really individually long. It'd be weird.
You tell Megan, like, hey, when you're shaving, you leave that one alone.
Just don't touch that one.
Just leave that.
It's just one like an alfalfa. It's just up. And I wanted to tell that joke for a really long time. Yeah, dude. So yeah, subscription services. Yeah, I don't know, man. It was cool, and then it got pricey, and then it became more annoying. So
I've done a few subscription services outside of like the streaming ones and everything. I've done we did one.
Oh, keep going.
I think it was like 2015 or so. I did one called like Nature Box, where you get like healthier snacks delivered every month or whatever, and like they were good, but you could get all of those snacks at like Fresh Time or like
What's that?
Or like Sprouts out here. Same kind of thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like one of the like healthier
fancy
food.
stores.
Yeah, but like where they have like the bins of snacks and stuff. It was basically just like pre-packaged those. And then you could get, like the chocolate covered something like peanuts or almonds or like the different kinds of trail mixes and stuff. I did that for a while. But
That's a cool one.
But one that I did recently because of RC is a soap subscription.
I've been seeing those on the YouTube. Some of the content creators I watch, they're starting to get into the what's like the cologne box.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Whatever that one's, Scently or whatever.
Yeah.
Or maybe.
I've heard of that. I don't really care too much about cologne.
Yeah.
But Dr. Squatch.
Dr.
The soap.
Squatch. Oh, I've heard of
You get the big bricks, dude. So like I went to RC's to shoot when I was shooting a wedding, and he's like, "Hey, he's like, I been doing this subscription for Dr. Squatch for like soaps and shampoos."
Not a sponsor, by the way.
Yeah, one day, please. I would love
soon,
that.
but not a sponsor.
It's gonna save me money. But like he was talking about these soaps and shampoos, and he was like really hyping them up, and I'm thinking like it's just soap.
Yeah,
right?
it's soap.
I tried it one time.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh my God. I need to get this.
Interesting.
The next day.
The next add to cart.
It was like
You're
$65.
You're such an impulse buyer.
For my community fans out there, a level 7 susceptible. Yep.
But I mean, the day you rode my bike, buy.
Yep.
You take a shower at RC's, buy.
Yep. But
I let you try one thing of gamer subs, buy.
I mean, yeah, whatever. You might be onto something. But the soap, though, like there's a whole bunch.
Actually good.
Yeah. So I'm going to pull up a list because there's the ones that I got are really cool, but the like the different options they have are great. If I could spell. But the one thing that I really liked,
How'd you spell squatch?
Huh?
How'd you spell squatch?
SQUATCH.
Well, you said if you could spell. How were you?
Yeah,
trying
my
to spell?
fingers were hitting a lot of buttons I didn't mean to hit. Big fingers.
Big fingies.
But yeah, so the one thing that I really liked was the shampoo. It was like a pine tar shampoo and conditioner.
That's a very manly smell.
Dude, I will say I have never been excited to like shower at the end of the day, like actively looking forward to a shower until I got these soaps because it just smells so good. You feel so good after. They have a
Interesting.
Star Wars collection.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, I'm going to get you here. So the soaps are, let's see here. There is Wisdom Wash. It's a green one for
Interesting.
Yoda.
Ah,
They have the Only Hope soap.
not the only hope. So,
Ruthless Rinse, which is a Darth Maul.
oh my goodness.
And then Dark Side Scrub
Yo.
for Darth Vader.
Interesting.
But,
Not the only hope. So,
I mean, it's for like the 4-pack, it's $38.
okay, so $40. So it's $10 for bar soap.
But
Is that better or worse than going to like Sam's Club and getting a box of, I don't know,
But that's the
Dove
thing is, like,
soap
it's-
or some shit?
it's just a little, it's a little different. And I feel like those ones are a little bit more expensive because if you get like the 6-pack,
Oh yeah, like the non-branded
Yeah,
ones, because you know
40
Disney gets a cut of that.
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
$45 for 6 bars of soap.
Oh yeah. So that instantly becomes down to what, $9 a bar? So it is a little cheaper.
It's more reasonable, but I mean they
But
last like
it's more soap.
Yeah.
But it's vaguely cheaper.
right. But I mean it lasts like
Right.
3.5, 4 weeks, give or take. Like per
You do have a lot
they're
of body
big.
to wash though.
Yeah. So for a normal sized human, you might get way more.
Like a month and a half.
Yeah, yeah. But like they have like pine tar, bay rum, fresh falls, which is incredible. Wood barrel bourbon, alpine sage, deep sea goat's milk.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. You're
Try that
saying a
one.
lot of like manly words. You fit the manly man bill. I'm gonna be honest. I like to smell a lot different than you like to
How
smell.
about summer citrus?
Oh, now you've got my attention. I like me some citrus. I like me some wildflowers. You know what my number? Megan can answer this question without even being prompted. If I was to say, what did the 90s smell like? What's your answer? And when I say what my answer is, you're gonna be like, damn it, that's right.
I don't know.
Cucumber melon from Bath and Body Works.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. You can't. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong, Doug. She comes down in a bubble.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So anyhow, I like more of the girly smells, which is it's
They have
so
a-
silly.
They have a feminine one too. I think it's a different name for the.
Are you
brand.
just assuming?
You said you like girly smelling ones, so if
Touche.
you wanted to shop there.
Touche. I did walk right
But
into that. Huh?
yeah, but either way, you get to pick like X amount of items for like the subscription,
Yeah.
and then it's like this price per 3 months or something like that.
Nifty.
I don't know. It's like I feel like it's just kind of convenient.
Yeah, because then you don't have to. Oh, I'm out of soap. I got to go to the store. Or the next time I'm at the store, I got to get
Right.
soap.
Right.
And then if you don't, then you're like, well, now we're washing my body with shampoo, which
Right.
arguably is still the same shit.
Right. But like I guess also the thing about these is like they're all like natural. There's like 7 ingredients in it. It's not like all the chemicals
Yeah.
that you see on the back of like a
That's like,
Old
I mean,
Spice.
so Megan buys that shit from Lush, which is just
Similar
the
concept.
bath
Yeah.
bomb stuff. And
Yeah.
she got me hooked on whatever their little head scrubber bar is. It was like right after I started shaving my head. She got one of those like little exfoliating bars, but it's like, I don't know, some wax and you rub it on your head and it's got like sand or sugar in it or something. And it's supposed to help exfoliate all my bald spots.
Well, they some of those soaps are like they have different like texture for like exfoliating.
Interesting.
I don't know, man. If you want to sign up, I do have a referral code.
Oh yeah, this seems like a shameless plug here.
I'm
Man's
just
trying
saying,
to cash in and
if
be
I
a
could save some money on my
Dr.
soap,
Squatch ambassador here without the contract.
hey man, sometimes you just got to give them a free one.
Hit me up at twitch.tv/mostvaluablepickle, by the way.
You gonna start streaming again?
I might. It's something I've kicked around, like not for real though, because like beyond my real job, and then like I treat this as not like a job, but like this is another thing that I do every week. So
Right.
it kind of feels like a job, but it's a fun job.
Right.
It's an unpaid internship,
Yeah, unpaid internship.
and just streaming felt like a job when I was doing it
Yeah.
full time, and it's just something I want to do for fun because it was fun. But anyhow, I used to do. When I first worked at the bank. When we moved to North Carolina, the first bank I worked at, I had a subscription for a tie of the month.
Oh.
The Spiffster Tie Club, not a sponsor,
Bifster.
because they sold skinny ties.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So, big honking ties really fill out your frame when you've got nice big broad shoulders, or you're wearing like a suit and it's got that V. A nice big full tie fills that out. Because I don't have to wear a suit at work. Skinny ties fit your frame better, and they look just, in my opinion, cleaner.
Yeah.
So I was like, skinny tie of the month, sign me up.
So do you still have to dress up like dress shirt and tie and everything? Your new
Every
new
day.
job? Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
Oh, well, at my new position, I don't have to wear a tie,
Oh.
which is convenient. I still have to wear dress clothes.
So business casual?
Business casual, which is totally fine with me because it means I don't have to wear a damn suit. And, oh my God, I don't know if I could do my job if I had to wear a suit all day. Literally kill me.
I don't know if people do that.
My boss's boss, he wears a suit all the day. And, I'm sure he gets paid a bajillion dollars, but I don't know how he does it either. Because,
Dude, I know some people like at Sweetwater, the mentality was, look good, feel good, prefer, like,
I stand behind a look good, feel good.
it doesn't have to be a tie.
Function over fashion
Right.
is my opinion. And I think suits have their time and place. Funerals, weddings, super very important ceremonies. Absolutely. Suit up. Suit up.
Suit up.
As Barney Stinson would say, suit up. Yep. But just to do my 9 to 5, I don't need a suit. I don't need a tie. Do you remember Sockpocalypse? Do you remember my Sockpocalypse how many years ago? Sockgate of 2016. So I was unemployed and I was down to my last $65 in my account. I had just landed the job at the first credit union that I worked at, and I was like, I need to get some business clothes. So I went and bought business clothes, the last $60 I had, and I found dress socks at Old Navy, and they were buy one get one, and they were like, I don't know, $5 or whatever. So I got 2 pairs of socks, $5, which is nice. They had popsicles and ice cream cones on them. I still have these socks to say. This is a very long-winded story, but it also will show you how petty I am and how willing I am to, again, always take things further. So, first 1 or 2 days at the job, I happen to be walking up the stairs in front of somebody, and my pant leg rides up a little, and the person behind me sees my sock. There's the one with popsicles on. She goes, "Hey, that's a really cool sock you got." And I was like, "Oh, thanks. Yeah, I got them at Old Navy, yada, yada." And the HR training lady was like, "You can't wear those." I was like, "What?" She's like, "You can't wear those. That's not business appropriate." I'm like, it's a dress sock. It's got the little toe cap. It's got the heel. It's got the band around the top. It's one solid color. How is that, 1, not a dress sock, and 2, what does it fucking matter? It's popsicles. I could understand if it was guns or weed leaves or, strippers, cocaine. I get it if it was inappropriate. It was rocket pops. It was the red, white, and blue popsicles. What do you mean?
She's hating America at this point.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, terrorist. Anyhow, and I'm thinking to myself, what? Okay, fine. But what does my sock have to do with, which the dress code said dress socks. What does my socks have to do with my work ethic? You mean someone's going to walk into the bank, look around my desk, see what socks I'm wearing, and go, "I'm not banking with him. He's not dressed appropriately." What does it fucking matter?
They're going to be like, "Wait, I don't like this guy's attitude. You know what? He's probably wearing popsicles on his socks."
Yeah, you're bringing real popsicle sock energy right now, and I don't like it.
I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah.
Right.
I need someone with more ice cream sock energy. So,
or it's the opposite. I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah. So So I made it my mission, and Megan will stand behind me on this. I made it my mission to find the most outrageous but HR appropriate socks I could possibly find. And for the next year and a half, all I did was collect socks for holidays. Megan did a 12 days of socks miss. Dude, I had nachos, astronauts, hot dogs, burgers. What else? I've got penguins, pelicans, life reserves, sailboats, surfer dudes, Easter eggs. What are some? I even signed up for remember Loot Box. Since we're on the subject of loot,
I used to do that too.
subscription
Loot
services.
Crate, yeah.
Loot Crate had loot socks.
That's right.
Yeah, I signed up for that for a little bit, and I got Batman, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Rick and Morty. I don't know, probably 2 different color Power Rangers, and it was just one of those things that was like, you mean to tell me that this little bit of joy that I found in these appealing socks, and you're going to shit on me for wearing fucking popsicle socks? What is wrong with you,
dude?
So I have a real pettiness and vindictiveness when it comes to like shit that doesn't matter. People make a big deal out of it,
Right.
And I recognize the irony that I just made a big deal about something very small. But that's not the point I'm trying to make.
You made
here.
a big deal out of somebody who's making a big deal out of something that wasn't a big deal.
Thank you.
Right.
So, where were we originally?
Well, going off of that real quick. So whenever I was at Sweetwater, it was also business casual.
Yeah.
Right. So I just wore black socks.
Yeah,
Like
nothing wrong with
They
that.
were not dress socks.
But yeah, I mean, were they tall enough to cover your ankles?
It depends.
Okay.
Not always.
Well.
Sometimes I just put on what I had.
Oh,
But and then half the time, like I have big feet, like my socks aren't big enough. They stretch, they get holes in them.
yeah.
There was half the times like I'll pull a sock up from the back and it rips in the back
Oh, like up the heel.
up the heel, and I'm like, I don't have time. I got to go to work.
Yeah.
And then so you mean to tell me that I am more professional with my black ripped socks than somebody who has nice popsicle dress socks?
Apparently, to that lady in the HR department at the credit union I worked at, yes.
Well, that makes sense.
And then, so I get to my actual location when I work this job, and I go to the manager, and I was like, hey, I got a weird question. He's like, all right, go ahead. And I was like, are these okay to wear? And he was like, why are you asking? And I was like, that's all I needed. I just needed you.
That is
Just
enough
give
of an
me
answer
the
for
most.
me.
Yep. That was the answer I needed. Thank you. And so, like I said, I made it my mission to buy the most insane socks. And I still wear all those socks today at my current job. And no one has said anything because it's not a big deal.
Dude, it's crazy how one company is like nitpicking the sock choice.
Yup.
Where my job today, I wore these shorts.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
I wore shorts and an AT&T polo. Like I didn't do my hair. Like I didn't. I wore sunglasses. I wore sunglasses up to the door when I talked to these people.
And just pop them on the top of the
Yeah,
head.
pop them on top of the head. Like,
Hey, I'm Jason. What's up?
yeah, but like that is what
Jealous.
they consider
So
to
jealous.
be normal and acceptable.
So jealous.
And like your job,
I don't
not-
hate. No, the current bank that I work at, they're cool. They're like,
Right.
as long as you got a collared shirt and a tie, like you're sick. Just
But
don't
like
get
still,
weird with it.
like tattoos though.
Yeah, I got to cover those. It's because we live in the South. Not that that's an excuse.
Yeah, there's no excuse for
not
that.
an excuse, but it is less acceptable and it's not worth the headache.
Because
I can't remove those.
my job, they don't care at all.
Best Buy didn't care when we were there.
Best Buy didn't care either, but
Yeah.
like at that point, they were desperate for people most of the
They'll
time.
take you if you got a heartbeat.
Yeah, but like I mean, like I've got hand tattoos. I've got a lot of tattoos. Like it's just kind of one of those things where like my job, they're sending me to people's houses to represent their company in a company car and all these things.
Yep.
And they're
Yep.
like, yeah, this is fine. Mm-hmm. But
Yep,
your job's
yeah.
like, no, you can't have tattoos because that's going to make it so you can't do your.
Because the
job
Christian
right.
moms think that you were possessed by the devil and you're marking your body. I'm kidding. That is not how they feel. I'm merely making a joke. I only say those because my boss listens to this. So,
Hi, Jim's boss.
hi, it's me. See you tomorrow. The bank I work at is cool. They are a little conservative and a little stuck in the past. It's like 2023. We can have piercings and tattoos as long as they don't like. It's not like, again, strippers, weed leaves.
Yeah, we
like,
nothing
I don't
offensive.
have dicks. I don't have titties on my
Yeah.
arm. Like, we can argue this until we're blue in the face. No, nothing, I'm not going to change the policy, but
Right.
it is wild that we work in relatively the same area, vastly different companies, vastly different dress codes. Anyhow, subscription services. I
Yes.
did Tie of the Month. I did Loot Box. Oh, I had Megan signed up for. Remember Ipsy? Do you know what Ipsy is?
No.
So it's like a makeup service. I had Megan signed up for it for probably like 3.5 years. Every month, they send you a little survey. You could pick out the color palette of, I don't know, makeup terms, eyeshadow, blush, lipstick,
Right.
other female makeup term. And you could pick like the colors that you liked, and they would like send you like a little curated bag
Around those
colors,
Okay.
or there might be like during Halloween, they might just send you a black nail polish just because it's themed or whatever. Valentine's Day is
Prison
red.
Black.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, it was cool. And like, she's got a bunch of that stuff. And this is not a flex, but because of that, Megan has not had to purchase makeup in probably the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Because at some point, they were just sending her so much stuff more than she was
wasn't even
using
going
it.
through it all.
So like, she went through them all and like took out all of the eyeshadows and put them in a bag. All the lipsticks and put them in a bag. And then she has, I'm out of eyeshadow. Let me go to my eyeshadow bag. And she's got 45 eyeshadow sticks in the shade that she likes and she knows. And it was convenient at the time because it was like $100 for the year.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, dude, it was less than 10. Girls spend $10 in makeup for one night. And that was for the entire year. Dude, it was wild. So I did that for her for a
Dang.
really long time. And she was like, can you actually just stop? I have too much.
Super appreciate it, but like,
Yeah.
we're running out of room.
Yeah, I don't have. I don't need.
I'm about
more.
to take out a storage unit for this.
I'm gonna start selling it.
Side hustle.
Yeah, right. Just resell Ipsy bags.
Yeah.
Thrift Ipsy bags on YouTube. There's $1 million content idea.
Trying to think of what other ones I did. I know I did the Nature Box. I do the soap one. I did Loot Crate for a while too, like with the t-shirts and everything. I love those t-shirts.
Oh, I had the End of the AM subscription for a while.
Oh, I never did-
Speaking of,
Yeah.
not a sponsor.
Yeah. I never had to do the subscription because they started sending me stuff.
Yeah. You worked for them.
Yeah. I did content creation for them. And they
Was a
sent me whole bunch
wannabe
of
brand
clothes.
representative for that company. As I'm paying them to wear their merch, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like overall, like there's like one.
There's just so many.
There is one that was useful. EcoBees, who we have for our thermostat, and they have a subscription where they'll send you an air filter every time that it's time to change it.
That's convenient, but I also could just go to Lowe's and buy it myself.
Right. If you remember.
Remember, yeah.
This one, you don't have a choice. It's
It
like,
just
oh,
shows
they
up.
showed up? Oh, we just
Yeah, might as
pop
well.
that bad boy
Yeah.
in.
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
The
That's fair.
downside is that they're definitely overpriced.
Twice the price.
Like
yeah.
it's like I could buy one at Walmart, same type,
like a
for-
3-pack.
Yeah, for like I could buy one of them for like $20, or where this one's like $29.
Ooh, yeah.
You're gonna pay an extra, $10 every
Convenience.
3 months just to remember.
Yeah.
I guess if it means not, ruining your AC and furnace, then it might be worth it. But
Meh. Yeah, homeowners. What?
yeah,
Yeah, that's what your homeowner's insurance is for. Just file a fraudulent claim. I'm kidding.
or don't do that.
In a video game.
We don't recommend
in a video
it.
game.
In like GTA or something.
Yeah, in a video game.
Yeah. Moore's Mutuals, I think is what it's called.
Speaking of insurance, this perfect segue. Let's also, before we start this new story, take a moment to listen to this week's sponsor ad. All right,
Wow,
thanks
that
for
was
listening
really
to that.
good.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was,
I like
it's
that
like
one.
it's like we recorded
That was
it.
a really good one.
Good job.
Hey, you too.
So, insurance story. I talked I don't remember how many episodes ago it was. I went to the doctor and they finally send you the bill and it's always more than you think it should be because the American healthcare system is ass. Anyhow, I get another email from Blue Cross Blue Shield as a follow-up and they're like, "Take this quick survey." Why? Why do you need me to take a survey about the insurance? I have nothing good to say about you. What do you want me to say? You didn't pay enough. I paid too much. And the doctor visit was mediocre. Like, what more information do you want from me? One of the questions is like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to recommend Blue Cross Blue Shield to a friend? Fucking 0. There is never a time that I'm having a conversation with my friend and they're like, "Hey, Jim, what's a good insurance company that you can think of right now?" And I'd be like, "Oh, gee, 10 out of 10. I recommend Blue Cross Blue Shield. Like, no, get the one that your work provides you. That's the answer.
That's exactly it.
Yes.
Like half the time, you don't get a choice.
No, because healthcare is tied to your employment. That's a whole nother discussion we can have for another day. But it's like, no, Blue Cross Blue Shield, I'm never going to fucking recommend you because if you're not provided by the person I'm talking to's workplace, they're not going to get your insurance.
See-
I'm not paying out of policy,
Right.
bullshittery. I don't even know what those words mean, and you like to throw them around a lot. But you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? No one talks about insurance.
We've been
Sorry,
friends
rant
for
over.
so many years.
Not once.
We talked about collecting
We did talk about
toenails
it. We
in
talked
a
about
jar
insurance 2 weeks ago.
prior.
But I'm making a point. We didn't
Yeah.
recommend anything to each other.
Right.
Yeah.
But like we talked about putting toenails in a jar
Yep.
on a podcast before we ever talked about insurance
Yep.
policies.
That was a sentence that you never thought you'd say.
You know, but here we are.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, like nobody is like, man, I really like my. But okay, you know what I will say? Which one did we have at Best Buy? Was it
I don't know, because I have the HSA
United
account.
Healthcare?
Was okay,
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
So I will say,
oh, well, it's over there. I could grab my card.
honestly, I would say I had a good experience with United Healthcare.
Not a sponsor.
So like when I had my surgery, my brain surgery, like they called me like 2 months later. They're like, well, like month and a half, 2 months, give or take. They're like, hey,
Feeling.
we saw you had the surgery. We want you to know you actually have these services available for you. You have a nurse that you can
Wow.
call. And then like they're like, hey, there's also like mental health things and like counseling and like therapy. And I'm like, I didn't know any of that. That's really cool. Thanks for
Thank
calling.
you. Yeah.
Like, so
If I need it, I'll call you back.
honestly, that was a good enough experience where I would recommend a healthcare company.
You know what Blue Cross Blue Shield does? Send you a fucking online survey. So they
Surveys.
don't give a shit about you.
Do you
they
want
just they just want your money.
Do you want surveys or do you want useful information on how to take care of yourself? 'Cause-
Honestly, the former, because that's the shorter conversation. I don't talk
that's
to
fair.
people unless it is literally necessary. It's like, previous people in management have been like, you don't make friends with people outside of work. Yeah, there's a reason for that. I don't want to make friends with you outside of work. Like, no. The only reason I know you is because I work for you. If I did not work for you, we would not cross paths.
Yeah.
It's just astonishing. And I don't say those things in like a super negative way, like, I fucking hate you. I don't want to be your friend. It's just like, no, our relationship is strictly professional. And that's
Yeah.
it. I don't want to be your friend outside this place.
Yeah.
Wild.
I mean, so like there's so when I worked at Sweetwater, you made so many friends because you were all musicians and
Yeah.
like wanting
That's
to play
completely
in
different
bands.
than where I've worked.
Right. But then like Best Buy, I was like, I think I talked to a small handful of people and half the people I haven't talked to since I left, like
Yep.
it really, that's very right. Like half the time it's strictly just a work thing. I don't talk to anybody from Yelp at all.
So, I mean, I have two friends that I worked at Best Buy with the first time. Got a couple of friends from the Home Depot that I'm still friends with. And none from that one. One or two Facebook friends from that one. And two from the bank. That's it.
How many people do you talk to from high school?
I am friends with a very small amount on Facebook. I literally talk to no one in person or via cell phone from high school.
I talked to probably 3 people from high school. 2 of them that I talked to regularly.
Interesting.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Out of like the massive friend group that I had in high school, or all the people that you were like good acquaintance with because you went through, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, all this
Yeah.
school together. But
You
like,
just saw them every day for 6
yeah,
years.
like I might like a post or something
Yeah.
on Facebook, but I talked to 2 people.
Yep. I'd say that I have made more friends in college. Clearly.
Yep.
I've made significantly more friends in college, and a couple of friends from work. Yeah, dude. I this is not a brag. This is not a pity me. It's just I keep my circle small because gonna be honest, I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting what you need from your friends, your
That
family.
makes it
and-
sound so
But-
mean and artificial.
No,
I'm
I mean,
getting what I need
well,
from you.
No, but I mean, like,
I know what you're saying.
you have friends, you have family, you have enough of a support group,
Right. That each person fills their own role.
right, that you're not
Right.
like needing to
I
expand.
don't. Right.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
Now, you, random person out in internet land, I want to be your friend, but also I don't want to be your friend. Take that for what it's worth.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if somebody comments on a video on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or something or YouTube,
We're going to be friends for like 30 seconds.
yeah, well, it's me. I'm going to reply to you.
Yeah. And then after that,
Yeah. If you subscribe, though,
different story.
I'll heart your comments.
You pay us, you can be our friend.
Yeah.
Money talks.
Jim needs a car
Horn, a train horn for
Yeah.
for the Civic.
Yeah. They're about $200.
Yep. We were going to try and sell that toenail jar, but that didn't work.
Yeah. I mean, someone might still buy it. I don't know.
Maybe. Let's see. What else do I have on here? Dude, we went on a bike ride the other day, right?
Yeah.
And we went to Sheets afterwards.
Yep.
Well, and I've made this complaint before, kind of. When I said people talk on the phone, this is my how not to be a dick this week. When people talk on the phone on speaker, but I don't know which is worse, talking on the phone on speaker in public or listening to a sporting event max volume in public. Mm-hmm. So we're sitting there at Sheets waiting on the food lady to call out our number and say our food's ready. And there's this dude just listening to the Detroit Lions game. Okay, fine. You can watch a sports ball game and like you could have the volume on so that you can hear it. I don't need to hear what you're watching. I don't care. Why do you feel the need to make it 100% volume so that everybody knows what the score of the Detroit Lions game is? I don't fucking care. And I think you're being a dick when you are in public and you're doing that and you are not socially aware of just how much of a dick you are being.
That still just blows my mind. Like, when I leave my house in the morning, there are a few things that I make sure I have.
The 3-tap touch.
Yeah. So, like, keys, phone,
Yep.
AirPods, wallet.
Yep. So the 4 taps.
Yeah.
Yep.
AirPods have to be there because if I'm in public, like if I'm driving, I'm going to pop an AirPod in. I'm talking to somebody.
I only pop it in if I'm on the phone.
On the phone.
Yeah.
If I'm going into like a restaurant and I'm ordering something, but I have something playing like a podcast or something, I'm going to have it in my AirPod.
Right.
It's an easy way to still listen to what you want. Where like if I go in somewhere and I sit to eat lunch and I want to watch a show.
Yeah.
Just
no one
put
else
an
needs to
AirPod
know
in.
what I'm watching, right?
Like-
I could be listening to the most vulgar, hardcore porn. And as long as you can't see my screen, you won't know. Now, I don't watch porn in public because that's fucking weird.
I think you can go to prison for that.
I believe you can catch a charge for that.
Yeah.
I have a funny story. We'll come back to that. But like, you could be listening to the most violent, vulgar shit. You got an AirPod in. No one knows as long as they don't see your screen. Like just for your own sake, why are you playing things out loud? It doesn't have to be an AirPod. Just any sort of Bluetooth speaker or headphone. Like they are
Not a speaker.
Yeah, just max volume. But like
Blasting
headphones are not expensive.
No.
You could get them at the dollar store for like $5.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Just 5 seconds out of your day. Go get some headphones.
Just put some headphones in.
Oh my God. One time Megan and I were at the casino and this is back when we lived in Ohio. We went to Mountaineer in Virginia, West Virginia, whatever. I'm not good with geography. I barely passed history. Anyhow, we were at the casino. It's super duper duper late. Like the sun's not up and maybe coming back up late. Like we were there way past the time we should have been. We were playing some game and you know, at this point I'm probably out of money because I'm not a gambler. I usually rolled up with like $50. When I was out, I was out. Yeah. And like the people that Megan and I were there with, they were spenders. Like they had the card. Oh. They're putting in hundos, and I'm putting in like a 20, right?
Bougie.
This man's hitting max bet, but like he also won a lot. So like that's, you know, rigging the system. Anyhow, we're chatting, and I'm like just kind of looking around at like all the cool lights and all the different games, and I like happen to catch out of the corner of my eye this dude, you know, he's got his phone, and he's just touching the screen every time it stops. And I'm not trying to be nosy, but like I just kind of like peek. And then, like, the corner of my eye, I peek. This man is watching full-on porn in the casino. And not like soft sensual, like aggressive porn. And so I go back to over where my friends are, and I'm like, yo, guys, you are never going to believe this. And so I tell him, I was like, this dude's just straight up watching porn. And the one guy, I'm not going to say his name, the one guy gets up and goes and sits next to this man and pops his money in the machine and starts playing. This dude does not give a fuck. He is still just watching his video and pushing the button on the screen.
He's invested and investing.
Man was there for the story. He wanted to know the ending.
Oh, no.
He was there for the writing. This is before the writer's strike.
Oh, God. Dude.
Yeah, so back to this. Just put headphones in. And again, as long as someone can't see your screen, you can watch whatever you want. But like, why do people have to play shit max volume in public?
Yes.
Full circle to come back to that.
You got me thinking about the time that we went to the casino.
I did not expect you to say, okay, yes, we went to the casino. Uh-huh.
We went to the casino, you, me, and RC.
Yep.
And
played that damn fish game.
The fishing hook game. I think I took like 40 or 50 bucks in, and my money was gone.
Almost instantly.
3-4 minutes.
Was that the first time you had gambled? I don't remember. Was it
No.
the first time you ever been in casino? Okay.
No. But
It was the first time you'd been to that one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
but yeah, that was actually first time in America. I remember I was in Canada when I gambled the first time.
Gotcha. I did not know that. Interesting story.
Yeah. Yeah, I also hit max bet. I didn't know what I was doing. Lost all my money immediately and never did it again.
Beginner's luck.
Until America.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we went, we did this fishing game, and like RC was just crushing it.
Dude, he kept getting the gold hook, and it kept hitting a fish.
Dude,
The hook would come down, and the rarity of the hook, there was like a rusty one, there was like a silver one, and a gold, and there's probably, I don't know, there's probably some diamond or pearl one. But anyhow, the hook got bigger, like the better it was. And it would come to the bottom of the screen, and then fish would swim across, and as the hook went up, it would like catch a fish. And each fish has a denomination that it's worth. Somehow, RC hit like 6 or 7 fish on one hook, and it paid out. Didn't he win like $500?
He won quite a bit. But then he's like, yeah, my family is really good at gambling. We always make a lot of money at gambling. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
It's literally RNG.
I know we joked about getting like tattoos. Like he would get the gold hook, you'd get the silver, and I would get the rusty
one because you were done in 5 minutes.
Yeah. But man, and then I think, didn't we go to like McDonald's or Taco Bell after?
Yeah,
and
RC bought us tacos.
Him buy us
yeah, we bullied RC into buying us tacos because he won money.
We don't have money. You buy.
He's like, I'm kind of hungry. You're buying.
My money's at the casino.
Yeah, yeah.
And underwater with a rusty hook.
First time I ever gambled, I won $400, and then, and then I've never won. Well, I've never won since then. I won $400 the first time, which is why me and Better Off Ed are homies. It's a zombie themed game, and I was like, well, duh, this is the one I'm gonna play.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, so I won $400 on that. Haven't won again. And then, see, Megan and I, when we went to Vegas in 2021, we were probably down a collective $400, and then the very last day we were there, we hit like 250. So we only like lost 150 plus everything that we spent on food and all that jazz. Yeah. But we only lost an additional $150. So bad. Yeah, not bad. Megan, I'm gonna out her. Megan has won a significant amount of money at the casino before I met her. And then this goober didn't pay her taxes on it. And then she got slammed next year with like an insane tax like return, not a return, but like a tax pay.
Hey, by the way.
Oh yeah, dude, she was so pissed. It was really funny. She likes to play that Buffalo game. I think it's called Buffalo Gold. And she won 5 figures. I'm not gonna say how much because it's not my business to share, but Megan won 5 figures once. She got a hand pay and they walked her out. They're like, it's time for you to go. When you win that much money and you get the payout, they like escort you to your car. It's time for you to go. You'll get fucking mugged and like beat in the parking lot.
Oh, so it's a safety thing, not you're
no. I mean,
the system.
if you probably wanted to stay, you would You probably could, but they were like, it's time for you to go. And she was like, yeah, I think I'm going to leave now. And then they went and got tacos.
That's the thing after gambling, is just getting tacos.
Well, yeah. I mean, because it's the cheapest thing you can get, or it's the most fun thing you can get with the money you just won.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing's better than Taco Bell at drunk o'clock. Like, everyone drove who didn't drive or didn't drink. The drivers were always designated, just for the record. It was usually me.
Getting tacos after
Anything.
and like when I lived in Fort Wayne, we'd go downtown to take photos, like downtown Fort Wayne in the rain or whatever. Always ended up at Hoppy Gnome getting tacos.
Hobby Gnome?
Hoppy Gnome. It was like a brewery, but they also had like
Hoppy.
hipster tacos,
Ooh, like street tacos.
but like really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's sick.
yeah. Every time I go back to Fort Wayne and go to Hoppy Gnome,
You have to.
get the chips and queso and the salsa, and then the Dante's Inferno taco, and then the Korean barbecue.
Ooh.
So good.
When Megan and I go home, we always have to get Barrio. You ever had Barrio?
I've been there once.
We like their El Diablo margarita. It's a melon flavored margarita, and it's got cayenne pepper around the rim. It's the sweet and spicy
Pepper.
It's really good.
I taste it.
I taste it. Oh man, what are we at? We're a little under time. Let's reach into the mug here.
Oh, dude,
I don't really
that's-
have anything else that
that's
fits.
okay. We got. That's what this mug is for. Pink or green?
Yes.
Pink it is. All right.
That one's been on my list for quite a while.
Here we go. You ready?
But then the guy who was listening to the damn Detroit Lions game reminded me that that's been on my list for quite some time. Speaking of sports ball, did you see the sports guy get hurt this weekend? The one dude, I don't know his name. I don't pay attention to the teams.
Sports.
Me neither. But my friends were talking about it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, sports guy got hurt." I guess he got tackled, and his whole ass leg bent the other direction.
Ooh.
Yeah, so sports.
Yep.
Let's bet on people getting hurt.
Yeah.
Yay!
No, it's like UFC.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I went to a thing like a party for like Gio, right? The dude just called like they're like, "Hey Gio, who's gonna win this one?" And he's like,
That
"That
guy.
person, knockout,
Really?
like 2 for 2."
So wild.
I'm like, dude, why are you not betting on this? I'm not.
I don't think it's legal in North Carolina yet.
No, there is. You could do it on the app.
Oh, they finally allowed
Yeah.
what, sports betting in North Carolina?
And dude, watching UFC fights was nutty.
Remember we spent 6 hours to watch 30 seconds of the Ronda Rousey fight?
That was ridiculous.
Where were we at?
Tilted kilt.
The Tilted Kilt. We spent
Yep.
6.5 hours.
Because we're like, oh,
We're staying. We kept eating and we kept drinking, and well, you didn't drink, but RC and I kept drinking, and then the main card.
the
and
fight was what, 15
she
seconds or
kicked her
something?
in like 30 seconds, and it was like, oh, that was fun. Never doing that again.
Yeah, and everyone else is still standing there drinking and talking about it and cheering, and we just got up and left
we paid our bill and left.
immediately.
Yeah,
Like,
that was not worth the time.
that was
And the $60 per person bill at the Tilted Kilt. Because it was like, well, we can't just sit here and not order. So
yeah.
it was
We got
like,
to order appetizer,
Yep.
food.
we're each going to get an appetizer, one after another.
Yep.
That we're all going to get our meal.
and
And then
then
we're each going to get some drinks and
Drinks
maybe a
and-
dessert.
yeah, that
just
was
to keep that bill running. It came out to like $75 a person. It was
just
wild.
make it worth it for the waitress to like let our table stay there for 6 hours.
Yeah. She was cool, though.
yeah, that was still fun.
It was the one and only time I've ever watched a pay-per-view at a sports bar, and I will never do it again.
I've watched a few at Buffalo Wild Wings, the UFC fights.
I've never gone specifically for them, but like
I have.
I've been there on nights when it's on, but that is
It's
not
never
why
worth
I'm
it.
there.
Though. It's never been worth it.
Yeah.
If watch them at home, fine, great.
Meh. Then what was it? The Mayweather and McGregor fight? Someone streamed it on some app, and that was over in like what, 20 minutes or something like that, because they ended up not hitting each other. And it was like, cool, you guys just made $18 billion.
Yeah, it's all-
stand around and hug each
It's
other
all
for
it's
10
all
minutes.
a money thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was real cool. I mean, again, jealousy, envy. It's fuck off money. Money I'll never ever see in my life. But like,
Just get really good at a sport.
you guys just stood here like this and then you made $18 billion a piece. Like, congratulations. So anyhow, back to the mug.
Yeah. Would you rather move
No.
things with your mind or read minds? I already know my answer.
Ooh, move things with my mind or read minds. I'm gonna pick the opposite one of you. What do you say?
Move things with my mind.
Okay. I was actually gonna pick read minds, so that's funny. Why would you do that?
Because I've seen
Defend your answer.
enough TV shows and movies to when somebody has like a telepathy or like a ability to read people's minds or feelings or things like that, that shit never ends well, ever.
And it ended well for 11. She could move things with her mind.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're better at it,
What?
Think about, like, I mean, like, for example, like Magneto. Sure, it's not necessarily his mind. It's not, per se, but being able to move things.
Right.
Like,
It didn't end well for him either.
or Jean Grey.
Touche.
So, like,
Touche. And
that-
Mystique. Yeah.
that is a much cooler ability with no, like, psychological repercussions. Whereas reading someone's mind, you can hear a lot of negative things about yourself, about other people. Like, when people can, like for example, it's not necessarily the same as reading minds, but like Superman or like Jonathan Kent, whenever he was like learning his abilities,
Who the hell
Superman's
is Jonathan Kent?
Superman's son.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah,
Shows you how
like,
much of a DC fan I am.
So like basically like Superman's kid, when he gets his abilities, it's not Jonathan, this is the other kid. Either way. He's got two kids.
I'm a big DC fan. My name's Jason.
Either way,
Sorry.
when they are learning their abilities, they start hearing like, car accident over here, kid in danger over
That's
here.
super hearing. That's not mind
But
reading.
no, but so the same thing is where it's like you can't stop everything from coming in, and it's like it's hard to handle those. Whereas like I want to move this with
To
my
me.
mind to me, so I don't have to get up.
Okay, well, so hold on. I mean, if you have the ability to turn on and off, the ability to pick things up, right? Like if I concentrate on that thing and I can lift it,
Right.
I feel like I can make eye contact with you and focus on you, and I can read your mind. But like, I
guess
have the ability
eventually-
to turn it off.
I guess eventually, once you master that ability.
Okay, and you have to master being able to use the force and pick things up.
Yeah, but until I do, I'm not going to
You
be.
throw things across the room and shatter and blow them
just
up.
wear some protective gear.
Okay,
Okay,
well-
it's fair then, I guess.
Well, if
That's
you get
fair.
to train in a Sensei capsule, then so do I. Or what's the DBZ thing?
the hyperbolic time chamber.
Yes. If you get to train in a specifically designated room, then so do I. And for that reason, I'm picking mind reading.
I guess there's benefits to both. If you could
yeah.
read minds, you could.
You could like sway decisions, or like you could ask questions, and they're like, "Oh, please don't pick
like
this one. Please don't."
betting or gambling
Yeah.
or. But
Yeah, like how many fingers do I have up behind this? And I'm thinking about the answer, and you're like,
well, like think
Yeah.
about like blackjack or poker or something
Yeah.
where it's like you're all lying.
right? Yeah, like play like if you're playing poker, be like,
Yeah.
he's bluffing. I'm all in.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, dude, easy millions. I'm all about what can make me the most money the fastest.
Or like if same concept, like that guy wins everything. He's being escorted out by security, and you're just like, whoop! All the money's in my bag now, and I'm gone. Like,
Touche. Is this how we take down Big Casino? We just develop mind reading and
yeah,
telepathic,
just get some
telekinetic powers.
different psychic powers,
Yeah.
and we can just go to town.
What do we need? Do we need crystals for that? How do we get those powers?
Drop in the comments how we get psychic powers.
We're not going to get bit by radioactive spiders. I've already seen that movie. That's not the one I want.
I don't like spiders.
Although Spider-Man would be cool. That's not the power I want.
I mean, I guess if you're Miles Morales, Spider-Man, you can go invisible.
What? Hold on. He can go invisible?
Yeah, he can go invisible. He
That
also has
wasn't
like
that wasn't in the movies.
He's got like electric powers too.
Oh, that wasn't in the movie yet.
Yeah. He can go invisible. He's got all the cool
That's cool.
powers. Like the Spider-Man game for PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, I
The
didn't play
first
it.
one, great. The second one, you got Miles powers. You can go invisible. You got the electric. Like way cooler, way more fun.
Didn't play it. Wouldn't know. Sounds cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my answer's still going to stand at mind reading
I
because
guess you couldn't go wrong. I think moving things with your mind you would have more fun in the process of learning.
Yeah. I'm all about the money, though. I'm all about that shmoney. So anything that can make me money. And like you said, hacking gambling games, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I guess as long as it gets us the money we want so we can stop being envious of other people's money.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. When I stop getting jealous of fuck you money and I have fuck you money, that's when I know I've made it.
Perfect. Well, we're going to spend the next 20 minutes here figuring out how to get psychic powers. So thank you very much for
I'm going to go shove a
us.
quartz up my ass. We'll talk about crystals next week because I have some opinions on those.
Boofing crystals.
Shove it up your butt.
Anyway, thank you for joining the podcast. Episode 19. Oh my gosh.
I know.
Like, follow, subscribe, do all the things. And as always, thank you so much. And we'll catch you next time.
Yep. Thanks for clicking the buttons, sharing us with your friends and family, even though you probably don't want them to know that you listen to us because we say a lot of weird things. Try not to fight somebody with your dick out this week.
Yeah.
And
But if you have to, make sure you win.
Yep. And remember to not listen to hardcore porn on your phone in public.
Okay, bye.
At least put a headphone in when you do it, you know, because you're weird.
One.
At least one.
Yeah.
Stay sad, y'all. Bye.
Bye.